Are you ready? You want to do this? You want to get into it? Let's start the show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Welcome to the latest edition of the Cookout. And as always, I am joined by my two wonderful co-hosts. Thanks for being here, guys. We got an action-packed show for everyone tonight, and I want to get right down to it. But first, we had a lot of technical difficulties, and Bert thinks he can fix everything, but he doesn't actually do anything. He just says, "Oh, well, if I was there, we could do it this way," but he doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure what he brings to the table. So I'm going to let you talk about that for a second.
Oh,
Bert.
The talent is what I bring. I'm the funniest fucking guy you know. I'll tell you right now.
Then tell us how funny you are. Tell us how funny you are without saying anything funny.
Yeah, see,
that's what you're doing.
Yeah, but you're laughing.
That's what you always
do. Okay, well, when I say something, I'm supposed to get a response back. You see, that's how conversations work. So when I say something like that, you're supposed to say.
Now you're an expert in conversations. Well, okay. First off, when you go arrive, we're in my house today, and allegedly. First thing he says to me, I'm working on this coffee maker that I picked up for free because somebody wanted to throw it away. And so I just decided to take it off their hands and try and fix it. So here I am fiddling with this thing, and Bert over here decides to come to my house and proceeds to tell me that, oh yeah, I took this in college. I'm like, you didn't fucking go to college? I'm like, you didn't even graduate high school. And he's like, doesn't matter. Don't need to graduate high school to get to college. So please, Bert, tell us how you went to college.
I just already told you before.
What'd you take?
I went to college for marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Business admin marketing.
Yeah.
Okay. And the thing I took about the Keurig I was talking
comedy.
was sales.
You took comedy.
Yeah, it was clown college, to be fair.
Oh, you're not very funny.
Well,
for a clown.
You know what? I'm a pretty fucking good
I would
clown.
not hire you for my birthday party.
Yeah. You have kids first, then fuck your kids.
I have kids.
Are you familiar with John Wayne Gacy
I'm
Jr.?
talking. I have kids.
Oh, sorry about that.
And I will not ever hire you to come to my children's birthday party.
I get along with kids, right? See,
do you?
Yeah.
I didn't see you talk to my kids once when you came over.
I hollered at him when I first got here. I said, "What's up, youngsters?"
He said, "Hey, cool hat," and you said, "Yeah, you too, bud." Awkwardly, it was pretty awkward, and he just looked at you like, okay.
It was not awkward.
Yeah.
No, I was talking to.
He probably went upstairs and said how much he hates you already.
About the tire, I said, well, "Get your fucking father to fix it." He said, "I need a new tire."
So my kid,
he blew a tire.
Every other kid on the block, has a BMX bike, and I guess he blew out the tire. He put the brakes on too hard and caused a hole in the tire. So what does old Bert do? Says, "Hey kid, you need a new tire."
I didn't say. I said fix it.
So he tells a 6-year-old kid, "Hey kid, fix your tire." You get along with kids, do you?
That's right. I said, "You got an air compressor in there? I'll fix it for you."
No, you didn't say that.
No, I did.
No, just like you took marketing.
I asked if you had an air compressor.
What do you guys want to fucking talk about tonight?
I don't know. I thought we were going to talk about dentistry.
Oh, so my son, 7 years old, went to the dentist this week. He had to get a tooth pulled. I think it was a lesson he learned, a life lesson he learned, that you have to take care of your teeth and brush them, and because he had a cavity in his tooth that, first off, dentists are fucking crooks, and it was suggested to me that they should go in and clean the tooth out and give him a root canal. And I looked at the dentist. I was like, he's 7 years old. You're going to fucking scar him for the rest of his life and have a bad impression of the dentist going forward, because root canals, I don't know if you've ever had one.
I've never had one because I haven't been to the dentist
we'll
in
get
just
to you
about
in
30
a second
years.
there, Johnny.
Oh, go ahead.
And
finish your story. So it's great.
He goes to have a tooth extracted, and fucking guy, we're going to give him a root canal. And I'm like, it's a baby tooth, dentist. Like, just fucking pull it. Like, what are you gonna do dental surgery on a 7-year-old for? Oh yeah, that's right, to fucking milk my benefits and put money in your pocket because your daughter needs a new horse. Clown.
A horse or a clown?
No, the dentist is a clown. She needs a new horse.
Oh.
Long story short, he brings the tooth home, and sure enough, there's this giant decay in it. It's kind of weird looking, and we're going to put it under his pillow for the tooth fairy, but he wants to hold on to it for a little while. He calls it Rootsy, and he's befriended the tooth. So what I'm getting at here is that old Bert over here, he said to us he does not brush his teeth. And hasn't brushed his teeth in how long?
No, I brush my teeth.
When? How often?
I specifically made a point to brush him before I come over today.
He's definitely backtracking now on everything he said the other day.
I said I brushed
You're a big tough guy that didn't brush your teeth.
I said I brushed my teeth about once a month.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure there's no feedback and no noise. How often do you brush your teeth?
Once a month, give or take.
Carry on.
And I haven't been to the dentist in 25 some odd years.
Absolutely disgusting.
Charles thinks it's disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people would agree, but I don't agree. I've never needed to go to the dentist. Why the fuck would I go?
Because you don't brush your teeth. You need somebody to take care of
them.
I
don't think so. My teeth are, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I couldn't live with you.
Well, good thing you're not my wife.
Why don't you brush your teeth? Seriously, I brush my teeth twice a day.
It's annoying, and I don't like the taste of it, to be honest.
You don't like the taste of...
I fucking hate the taste of toothpaste. Yeah, it's fucking awful.
There's like 100 different flavors you could get.
I've tried them all.
You could make your own. They probably have fucking banana flavored, cherry.
If you can get me a banana flavored toothpaste, please buy it.
Fucking know what you want. Vagina. If that's what you're into.
Give me a cherry flavored toothpaste, and I'll brush my teeth.
A cherry flavored toothpaste. All right, listen, the fucking flavor is secondary. This is bullshit.
It's not
a
bullshit.
Man who takes hygiene seriously.
Well,
I cannot understand how another man would. And look, we all work together, so we all make the same amount of money, and all of our wives or girlfriends also have jobs, so we're doing all right in the money department. I don't know how much debt you guys have; it doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is that we all have the same benefits, and why aren't you using your benefits to get your teeth cleaned? Dental hygiene is an important part of your overall health.
That's what you think.
No,
I'm also 9 out of 10 dentists don't fucking agree with you.
9 out of 10 dentists don't agree with me.
I said that wrong.
You sure did.
One out of 10 don't agree with you.
I think 9 out of 10 dentists don't agree with you.
They're fucking idiots. You said it yourself.
Are they idiots?
You said it yourself. They're crooks, aren't they?
Well, they are crooks, yes, but they also...
I don't do business with crooks.
You are a crook.
That's what you think.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Going to the dentist, okay, they're crooks along the lines of they're always trying to upsell you for something. Oh, I got this and this. Going for a basic cleaning, they're not being crooks because they're just cleaning your teeth and scratching away plaque and tartar and buildup and whatever else is lurking in there.
The stuff that protects me from my teeth fucking falling apart.
You're part of you.
Go ahead.
I can't wrap my head around this.
That's just scientifically false.
I don't think so, Charles.
There are people who study this their entire lives.
You know what?
Thousands and thousands of them, and you're saying they're wrong because you're like, oh, the tartar protects my teeth.
For me, okay, I don't need to do all that stuff because my teeth are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. I have all my teeth. Never had a cavity in my life, most because I don't know what it is because I've never had one. All the fuzz.
Fuzz? You have fuzz on your teeth?
Of course I have fuzz.
Oh, my God.
So I don't brush it.
How would you know if you have a cavity if you've never been to the dentist in 20 years?
Well, you'd think I'd feel it, wouldn't you?
Sometimes. I've had cavities I don't feel.
I don't feel any holes in my teeth.
I don't feel any holes in my teeth.
I give her a once over every day. I lick my teeth.
You give your teeth a once over every day.
Like this.
But you won't brush them?
Yeah.
Do you floss?
No. Why the fuck would I floss?
I don't know, man. Like, what are your gums like?
Fine. You can look out here.
No. How big are your teeth? They're probably 3 inches long because your gums are way the fuck up in your head.
I have a little.
I can see from here they're receding.
How can
receding worse than his hairline?
Holy fuck, that is bad. Very ungraceful.
I almost have a cul-de-sac. That's how bad my hairline's been receding.
White families love that. They love cul-de-sacs.
What?
That was a good joke, right? That's what I have to tell.
The only time I ever laugh at him is because it's so bad of a joke.
No.
It's not even dad level joke. It's worse than that.
I don't think so. I thought that was a pretty good joke.
Terrible joke. But white people do love cul-de-sacs.
I know. That's why it's funny.
Yeah. Look, I'm a white suburban dad, and I would fucking kill to live on a cul-de-sac.
Thank you. Science.
That's the dream because you can send your kids out. You can send your kids out front because right now my kids aren't they're 7 and 6. If they go outside, they can go out the back, no problem. into the yard. But if they're going to go out front, they have to go together, right? So they cannot go outside by themselves out front, just for safety reasons, right? It could be cars going by, anything. It could be anything, right? Somebody trying to kidnap them. You got to be careful, right? Yeah. If I lived on a fucking cul-de-sac, that's the dream right there.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
You can come out on your driveway. You don't have to worry. Like, the only people that are coming onto your street are the ones that live there.
Well, you can, there's a couple other people be coming on.
Come onto your driveway and come out on your street.
Hello.
We got derailed on the cul-de-sacs, but I today is the day after Canada Day. We live in Canada.
Happy birthday, Canada.
What'd you say?
I said happy birthday, Canada.
Oh, happy birthday! Yeah. So we parked in a cul-de-sac. Somewhat, it was a dead end kind of cul-de-sac downtown to see fireworks. When we came back a couple hours later, the fireworks weren't quite done. There were at least 30 cars just parked straight in the damn thing, blocked us in and everything.
Yeah, well,
this is nothing we could do.
Well, that's the downfall of a cul-de-sac, especially. Well, I mean, to be fair, most people that live anywhere near where you can see the fireworks in this city are fucking yuppies. So I'm saying, like on the hill, like Scotsman Hill and all that, it's all fucking yuppies around there.
Is this fucking 1988?
Well, it could be. What is yuppie?
Oh, look at the yuppies. Where are they going to the country club to play tennis?
Yeah, that's what yuppies are.
To be fair,
rich people.
Where we parked, there was just like apartment buildings and stuff.
Yeah, well, you know.
But it was people from out of the city that were.
Maybe.
Probably there. Like,
I've driven up
nobody
there.
In the city is going to drive 3 blocks to park where they can see.
You better believe I did. Last time
I mean, we drove, but it was a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, so there you go. And you parked in Yuppieville.
I think the word you're trying to look for is gentrified.
No, because it's always been nice.
He's right with yuppie. His young urban professional is yuppie.
Thank you.
Is that what yuppie stands for?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I always thought it was a hippie who grew old and like got into capitalism. It's not at all. It's a young urban professional. Yeah, a hippie. My view of what a yuppie was, it's just I thought it was like this hippie who was all peace and love, and then all of a sudden had to get a job because they were broke. And
so you thought it was like dirty hippies gone clean?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I like. Hippies who joined the workforce.
You guys need
and moved to the suburbs because that's what I thought hippies did. They moved to the suburbs and had kids and I guess
once a hippie, always a hippie. It's like emo kids or fucking goth kids. It's never gonna change. Well, I don't fucking care. I've murdered 7 people.
Enough about yuppies and dirty hippies. Let's go back to dentists. You know what? You can do what you want with your own dentistry. That's fine.
My body, my choice.
Yeah, your body, your choice. But why are you paying for the benefits?
I'm not.
You can opt out.
No, I don't want to.
Anyways.
I'm going to use them. I got my eyes done.
Dental plans.
I know. It's dental and then extended healthcare.
I don't understand your logic. I'm not going to brush my teeth. I don't go to the dentist, blah, blah, blah. So why do you have benefits? Oh, I'm going to use them. What?
Yeah, no, I just said, I told you I've been meaning to go to the dentist, honestly, for a couple years now. What? Haven't got around to
it. You just have to call up a dentist, Rob.
Make
an appointment. Go. Does your wife go to the dentist?
What?
Does your wife go to the dentist?
I don't think so. She hasn't been for a while.
Oh. Does she brush her teeth at least?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And flosses and uses mouthwash.
Flosses too. See, I keep getting in shit because I don't floss. Well. Flossing is the dumbest thing in the world to me.
So is brushing my teeth is the fucking dumbest thing in the world to me.
I can't argue with that.
I know you can't. That's why we're having this discussion.
What? I'm sorry, I missed that part. You can't argue with what?
Well, I don't floss, so I can't.
He's just as bad as me.
For not brushing, I guess.
He gets the surface of the teeth, but leaves all the shit that's stuck in the middle, right? What's the difference between that and what I do?
Didn't a couple years ago, wasn't it revealed that you don't have to floss as much as they've been saying?
You think I keep up on dentistry news?
Well, no, it was big news because it made a whole bunch of headlines because the topic had come up and they said in reality dentists have been pushing floss every day, but in reality you only need to really floss once a week the effectiveness of flossing once a week as opposed to every day is virtually the same.
Okay, so I got a quick question then. So if they're coming back now and saying, "Oh, you don't really need to," why don't they say that about brushing your teeth?
Because the science probably says you should.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to sell as much toothpaste if they told you that. The same way they're not selling
You're
as much
right.
floss.
Big toothpaste is controlling dentistry science in
it's
this
Johnson
world.
& Johnson. It's fucking Crest.
I got a
Scope,
Johnson
all these,
for you.
I'll give you a fucking Johnson. Oh boy.
I have literal proof upstairs, and I showed you.
What?
Remember Rootsy, my son's
I don't give a
tooth?
shit.
What do you mean? You don't give a shit. He likes kids, by the way.
I love kids, but I fucking hate kids.
Literal proof of tooth decay.
Oh yeah. Well,
There is a hole in that tooth where it decayed.
Another thing that we're failing to talk about here is teeth are generally genetic.
Yep.
So if you have good genes, I have the good teeth, good hair, huge cock genes. Not everybody does. It's fine.
Prove it.
Look at my teeth.
Yeah. All right. You know what? He's not lying about the teeth or hair, so I'll take his word on the rest.
Yeah, so I have nicer teeth than probably most people that you would think that don't brush their teeth ever. Would you not say that?
Yeah.
Because when you picture somebody that does not brush their teeth ever, you have a general image of what that person looks like, correct? And I do not fit that description, correct?
Yeah, fair enough.
Thank you.
You don't look like the guy on the cigarette pack.
Thank you. Yeah. But for a guy that smokes cigarettes and drinks a lot of carbonated beverages, my teeth are fucking flawless.
I don't think it's the carbon; it's actually the sugar.
Yeah, I don't drink sugary drinks though.
Yeah, no.
You have a fucking monster sitting right in front of you.
Sugar-free monster.
That's what they tell you.
Well, I mean,
that's what
they'd be
Big
breaking
Monster
the law
wants you to think.
There's no sugar on the ingredients. So.
That's what Big Aspartame wants you to think.
Oh yeah. Aspartame is rat poison or whatever.
Yeah. See, that's what
can't wait.
That's
what.
I
heard they were trying to shut down Diet Coke the other day too because of aspartame.
Canceling them.
Aspartame is going to be outlawed in the States.
Wait.
I just read the article.
They don't use
just
it
like
over
you
there
said.
anyway.
It's going to be. Is it considered now a carcinogen? Is that what came out?
It was the carcinogen.
I haven't heard of this. I don't know, but it seems like it might be a case of like mass hysteria, like giving into it.
Oh, in the United States, that's fucking wild.
Like, you know what I mean? Anytime I've heard about studies on aspartame, it's negligible.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
The risk versus banning it is
they'll find another sweetener. They'll use stevia. Yeah. It's the same fucking thing. Yeah, like Americans put twice as much sugar in their fucking beverages and whatever else than Canadians do anyway. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So I'm just reading here, aspartame, one of the most widely used artificial sweeteners, will reportedly be classified as a possible carcinogen by the World Health Organization in July after years of conflicting research.
World Health, all right. Well, I trust World Health.
I don't.
I trusted them with COVID.
Breaking news.
I didn't actually.
No, I didn't either. Let's not get into it.
Going back to the aspartame.
Yeah, let's get back to
sense
stats.
To me.
Nothing. I thought you were fucking going to point out some stats.
No, I was just, for me, anytime I've heard a doctor talk about it, they said it's not an issue, but...
How many doctors have you met in your real life, Charles?
How many doctors have I met?
Yeah.
Really, no.
Not ones that you went to.
So it's one of the most common sweeteners and is widely used in low-calorie food like Diet Coke and Diet Pepsi because although it does contain calories like regular sugar, it's used in lesser quantities because it's 200 times sweeter than regular sugar.
Yeah, so
regular sugar is also incredibly bad for you as well.
Yeah.
There's so many negative health benefits or health, not benefit. But
that is literally like one of the worst fucking killers out there.
Yeah,
sugar. But what do I know as a fat guy that loves sugar?
Sugar's a funny thing. A separate study published in December of 2022 found the sweetener was linked to anxiety in mice and that the effect lingered for up to 2 generations.
Right on.
The Food and Drug Administration approved aspartame's use as a tabletop sweetener and dry base for some foods like drinks, gelatins, dairy, and puddings in 1974, and it was approved as a general sweetener in 1996. So in an email statement to Forbes, I'm reading an article from Forbes, by the way. This is verbatim. American Beverage, which represents several companies like Coca-Cola and PepsiCo, stood by aspartame safety, stating that the multiple food safety agencies like the FDA continue to find aspartame safe. Of course they do, because they're making so much fucking money off it.
I'm looking at the different groups of carcinogens. It's in Group 2B.
2B.
Group 3 is not classified as carcinogenic to humans, so there's no adequate evidence of any carcinogenicity. Group 2B is possible carcinogenicity, which is...
Probably
I had this conversation on the weekend. When you're talking about aspartame being carcinogenic, the general consensus was that you would need hundreds of times the amount as what is in a can.
Yeah, they always forget to mention that part.
Diet Coke to even worry about it.
If you eat
so
1
kilogram, changing that classification doesn't change how dangerous a can of Coke, Diet Coke is.
But if you drink a shit ton of it, if you drink enough,
which the caffeine will kill you first.
Well, yeah, it's weird how that works.
Does carbonated water destroy your teeth?
No, carbonation does nothing to your teeth. But carbonation inside your body actually has a negative effect too.
Well, with being gassy.
Yes, you can't. You're putting gas. You're putting gases into your body that aren't natural, and it's not. Yeah, you're putting CO2 into your body. Yeah,
it's just carbon capturing.
Yeah,
which is good for the environment.
Buttholes.
And just putting the carbon into my body.
Yeah, I should
instead of the environment
tax.
Yeah,
fuck you, Joe. Oh, shut.
Does that get us shadow banned too?
That's my goal for this whole episode, is get fucking shadow banned.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to get shadow banned on YouTube these days.
I don't know what any of that means.
Well, yeah, that's why, because you're the talent. You don't need to know anything, right?
Exactly.
That's right.
I just come here. Y'all are on your fucking phones, look up stats. I'm just here speaking my mind. You know what I mean? Being a funny guy.
I'm just reading this here that now they're saying that carbonated drinks aren't actually bad for you. All my life, I've heard that carbonated drinks have negative effects on you. But it's more the sugar that are in the carbonated drinks, but that's in direct contrast to carbonated water.
There's probably still sugar in that, though.
No, there's no sugar in carbonated water. Even like these right here.
Yeah, but the flavors, though.
No, they're natural. There's no sugar in this.
Natural.
I drink. Yeah. So
is that
according to this, I don't know. It's some medicine Chicago online. Drinking too much sparkling water can induce gas and bloating, making them uncomfortable. So I guess that's the extent of any negative impact that carbonated water has on your body.
I think it adds to if you have problems with acid reflux or heartburn and shit like that.
Gastrointestinal issues.
I don't know. Who knows?
But if you're not a pussy, it's fine. Sorry, people with actual.
I get the worst heartburn every few days.
You get the what?
I get like I don't know. It's not heartburn, but I think it's reflux or I don't know. Probably talk to my doctor about it.
Guts, so.
I had it so bad once I thought I was having a heart attack.
What?
Like heartburn, acid reflux. I was pretty close to going to hospital because I thought I was having a heart attack.
My buddy, one time we were in the studio there, and we were all smoking in there. This was back when smoking was socially acceptable.
I don't think it's ever been socially acceptable in our lifetime, Rob.
It has. I remember when it was still legal.
Smoking cigarettes? Smoking cigarettes used to be cool, man.
It went out in like 05.
You're around my age, aren't you?
Yeah. You don't remember?
What age did you start smoking?
I was about 15.
I guess. All right.
So I've been smoking, 22 years.
I just, ever since I've been an adult, it's been banned indoors everywhere.
Yeah, well, since you've been an adult.
Yeah,
but even when I was a very young adult, like 19, 20, I was still ripping darts in restaurants. I remember it was September 16th or something, 2005.
You must be a few years older than me.
Yeah, a couple years older.
Yeah,
that's when it went out in Ontario.
Yeah.
Did you just pull a fucking random date out of your ass? I remember September 5th,
No, you can look it up. I guarantee it was in September 2005. But go ahead. I'll wait. Are you looking it up?
Stop fucking saying, oh, yeah, we can just cut this out.
Yeah,
you know how fucking hard it's going to be to edit this shit already because we're all on...
I don't want to show anybody how the sausage gets made. Anyhow, yeah, it was September 2005.
No, he just doesn't want to make a good sausage.
And I was in back home there in Ontario. And,
why?
Why what? Anyways, I vividly remember being the last person to rip a dart in Munchies, the restaurant.
You were you made it a point to be the last guy.
Because my buddy was working there, and me and my other buddy Scotty.
You know what
they're sitting in the booth, the smoking section, back when there were smoking sections in restaurants. And we sat there, and we were the last two guys. We shut that place down at like 8 o'clock or whatever it was.
You know what's disgusting?
And had cigarettes.
And I understand the logic behind it. Is you used to go in the McDonald's, right? And the non-smoking section was in the play place.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because the kids are in the play place.
But
the smoking section was right where you order and get your food.
That's right.
It was just great.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
I love every second of it. And then for it was 05, and then it took, like, I was living across from Michigan, so every time I went to Michigan, we'd always go to fucking Bob's Big Boy and just rip darts in there because there was no sections. You could fucking rip darts in the entire restaurant.
Yeah.
And it was absolute fucking heaven.
Big Boy's awesome.
I love Big Boy.
Do they still have Big Boy?
Big Boy. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we need to go
it's
down.
A huge chain in the States. But yeah, you could in any restaurant you can go in and you fucking rip darts in Michigan.
I puked all over a Big Boy once. And my dad was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll just paid the check," and we left.
Is that a euphemism for a?
No, I was like a kid. I just threw up all over the table, and my dad just paid the bill, and we left.
Oh, God bless that fucking server.
He's like, "What am I gonna do?" Like, oh.
But anyway, so yeah, I love going across the border to Michigan, fucking ripping darts in restaurants and that.
Okay, fucking rude. Our big thing was when we were growing up, we had a Dunkin' Donuts up the road, and that's what it was the best because we were like 16, 17 years old, and we go to Dunkin' Donuts, we can get a coffee because we, you're
very naughty when you were 15.
That's right, and you get a donut, and it was open 24 hours.
Oh yeah,
and we could fucking smoke in there.
Yeah,
I had this buddy. He was a tough motherfucker, and I will never forget this. We used to go there. It was like 2 a.m. and we was just sitting there smoking. That's all we would do is smoke cigarettes. And we sit in the corner. And we had this one guy. He was kind of like part of our group, whatever, but wasn't really. Anyway, he was with us that one night, or he might have been with other people that came in. And we were sitting there. And he made a bet with my buddy. He's like, my buddy said I can put this cigarette out on my hand, and I won't even flinch. Like, they were just fucking, cock measuring fucking contest, whatever. You know what I mean? And
were you the judge?
No, stop it.
Go ahead.
It's a euphemism. Anyway,
there you go.
So there's really whatever trying to one up, and my buddy, he's like, I'll put the cigarette on my hand, and I won't flinch, and I won't even lose eye contact with you. So I'm like, holy shit, I gotta see this. And I've never seen a guy do this. Like, he took his cigarette right in the fucking palm of his hand. His face expression doesn't change, and he doesn't lose eye contact with this guy, and he fucking puts it out right in his hand till it's like in the ashtray. I was just me and the guy that's sitting there, our fucking jaws dropped. We're like, holy shit, man. And then of course he wins, right? And of course the game's over then, because what are you gonna do to one up that, right? So I've never seen anything like that.
Funny story. That's an old timey party trick, is doing that.
An old-timey party trick.
Yeah.
The guy had a welt on his hand the size of a fucking cherry.
Well, then he's a fucking idiot, and he didn't do it right. The whole point...
Listen, Rob, smartest guy in the room over here, strikes again. How do you do it, Rob? Please.
Here, I'll show you.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me have a cigarette. I'll show you. Just kidding. I won't do that. I love kids.
Please.
Sorry.
Carry on, Rob, as to what you have to do.
The point is, you don't
because
lose
calling
eye
my friend
contact.
stupid, I would... By the way... I just reconnected with this guy after many years of not speaking to him. I would love for you to tell him that he's a pussy. I would love it. What did you say?
I said idiot.
Oh, even better. I would love for you to tell him that he's an idiot.
It's an old-timey party joke.
Okay, old-timey party joke. Carry on.
Is before you start that whole process,
yeah,
you take a big old wad of spit and put it right in the middle of your fucking palm. When you're not breaking eye contact, they can't see what's in your palm. So you put the cigarette on your fucking palm in the spit. Jesus Christ. But if he did it for real, go ahead. I mean,
it sounds possible.
Toughest guy in Letterkenny, I guess. Whatever.
I remember
spit in your fucking palm. I've done it myself. It's not that difficult.
I remember we were kids. They used to put the hot lighter on them.
Yeah.
The smiley.
Yeah.
And all the kids walk around like, you just look like an idiot. You got burnt.
Yeah.
I have right there. That is a cigarette burn right on my fucking hand.
You can probably see one. Can you see one on my face?
No, I'm not that close to you. I don't think I ever want to be that close to you.
Oh, you could be if you wanted.
We were at a jazz club in Montreal.
Of course you were.
You ever been to a jazz club?
Yeah. Well, no, technically no.
Okay. Have you ever been to a jazz club?
I'm very.
Montreal has some fantastic jazz clubs.
It's
One that we used to go
Jazz
to.
Festival. So I can't make it.
Biddles was a jazz bar in Montreal. It is now closed down. Very famous, wonderful place. Cool. Anyway, we went to we weren't at Biddles, but I just wanted to give a shout out there. We were at it. Anyway, the whole experience at a jazz club is something to be taken in if you've never been, because people just randomly clap, right? There's music and they'll have like these changes in the music, or somebody will do this fill, or the drummer will do that, and everyone's all just like very politely claps, and there's nobody like cheers. It's really cool.
Because there's no start or end to the song.
No, there's no starter. Yeah. They just keep going and they just keep jamming, and it's wonderful. And it's even if you don't like jazz, it's something to experience. Go check it out at least once, because it's unlike any other bar experience you'll have. Anyway, we're sitting there one day. We're just young punks again. We're still probably 17, 16, sitting in the bar. We're drinking pitchers, watching these weird people clap to music that doesn't end. And
it's like Lamb Chop sing along. And
sure, whatever you want to call it. Who was Lamb Chop's handler?
Oh fuck!
I could see her face.
Sharon, was it Sharon?
No, oh, maybe.
Or I'm thinking Sharon Lois and Bram.
I believe you're thinking of Sharon Lois and Bram.
No,
it's something that's
was
like
she
Shirley,
on Sharon Lois and
something.
Bram? The Lamb Chop was Lamb Chop on? Was Lamb Chop
no,
a girl
program.
or a boy? I don't know.
Well, Lamb Chop was a sheep.
Yeah, what is it?
Sock puppet.
Was it male or female?
Sherry Lewis was her name.
Thank you. I knew it was someone like that.
I never watched Lamb Chops. I don't know.
This is the fucking song.
She was on Captain Kangaroo and I believe Sesame Street.
Yeah,
Captain Kangaroo. Do you guys remember Captain Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo.
Fucking Captain.
No.
Wow, you missed out, man.
You're uncultured, Charles.
That was an integral part of my childhood. Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Dress Up.
Can you say that word again?
What's that now?
Integral.
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it wrong? Please correct me, Rob.
Integral.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Integral.
I say integral.
Yeah.
Do you?
So we all say it differently.
I say different.
I'm just gonna hold on to my integrity.
Edit that one out.
I'm gonna say it the way I say it. So we're at this jazz club. We're drinking beer, whatever. We're 14, probably 15, 16 years old, and I took my cigarette and I put it on my buddy's hand, and I thought it was really funny because he wasn't noticing, so I just kept it there, right? And then finally he saw it, and he like got really mad at me and punched me and swatted it away. And then he did it to me, and the same thing. I didn't notice, but when I did notice, he didn't let me push it away. He's just like, how does it fucking feel? And to this day, some probably 30 years later, I still have a fucking scar on the top of my head because of it. God bless.
Yeah, I was scrapping my buddy, and we both had cigarettes in our mouth. We were like with cigarettes. We were like play fighting and wrestling and all this and other, and like his cigarette went right into my cheek and stuck there. And then eventually he was like swatting at it, but I thought he was fucking having a go at me and trying to swing. So I started like slapping him back, and I got a fucking scar on my face.
Were you a frequent? What am I trying to say here? Did you frequent jazz clubs?
No, I frequented jizz clubs.
The jizz clubs, yeah. I grew up and never lived in a place that was cool enough to have jazz clubs.
What, Beaver didn't got no jazz clubs?
No, there's no jazz clubs anywhere near where I grew up. And even the city we live in now, maybe there's a jazz club. Probably
there's
sucks
a couple.
Though.
Elvin's Jazz Club, it's 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's down in South Carolina. Have you been?
No, I've not been inside the building.
I'm dying to go. I think it would be cool, but I don't drink alcohol anymore, so I don't know.
You don't have to fucking drink beer and enjoy jazz.
We could go and do opium.
It's a classy joint, though, I guess.
We came into the show tonight without a topic.
Is that right?
We are the Seinfeld of podcasts.
Yeah, let's keep talking.
Have you ever been in a jazz band?
Well,
you're a band guy.
Technically, no.
No? Do you play the jazz flute?
The skin flute.
Skin flute, yeah.
That's right.
Old Bert over here, he's not good enough a drummer to be in a jazz band. Ooh, shots fired.
No, it's not my style. I am good enough. I have no interest in being a jazz band.
He said he's good enough, so you got to take his word for it.
No, I could be in a jazz band if I really wanted to, but it's not my fucking
I
thing.
could too, but
you need finesse and
not good at jazz
and more creativity, I guess. I'm definitely not finesse. I'm power. I'm all power. They call me Bobby the Powerhouse.
You are not lacking in any sort of fucking confidence.
Thank you,
Charles.
At all. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Oh, you're a beautiful human being.
Thank you, Charles. See?
This is
why I have so much confidence, because I get compliments all the time.
Well, you ever think maybe they're not sincere? Would you rather have a compliment that's not sincere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. You tell me. Tell me whatever the fuck I want to hear.
If a compliment for me is sincere, I try and shit on it immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know how to take compliments. Yeah. That's why I always end up turning into a joke.
Yeah, not a very funny joke, but a joke, right?
Thank you, Charles.
Yeah.
Good. See, I like those compliments better. Yeah. Because, being the drummer.
I'm sure you understand what a compliment is.
No, I know it's exact. I react the exact opposite way I should for compliments. If it's real and authentic, I'll shit on it. If it's not, and they're being kind of a cunt, I'll be
sarcastic. Is that a generational thing? Maybe it's I don't know. You take compliments well.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. That's very great of you.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
You're a very good compliment taker.
Yeah.
We really like your compliment skills.
Go ahead.
Can you fucking doofuses hold a conversation down for 2 minutes?
We're doing it.
Are you?
We're having a conversation.
What the fuck are you doing?
We were talking about compliments. We're going to go to a story, but you kept this is the fucking whole one mic, two guys thing.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Well, one mic, 2 guys.
How about you just let them tell the story?
Yeah, I was just going to explain it.
You're telling a story right now?
No, I was going to a dissertation about how I take and receive compliments.
Oh, please carry on.
Thank you. So as being a drummer,
just because you don't get compliments doesn't mean you can shit on it.
Yeah, well,
you're a drummer.
I get compliments all the time.
I'm talking to the other idiot.
Oh, what other idiot?
I'm not a drummer.
No, you're not.
He's not even listening to us anymore. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Talk about your drumming compliments.
Being in a band and all that other stuff, people would talk to me and, oh, man, you're fucking such a great drummer. And I said, oh, thank you, fuck off. But getting, non-compliments or backhanded compliments or compliment sandwiches, those are always the preferred way to go for me. Because I can't take real compliments. I don't think anybody with, a normal sense of self can actually do that. But
well, I think drunk people just compliment the band anyways, even if they're terrible. And the worst drummer they've seen.
Yeah, and those ones I kind of brush off anyways.
Probably all of them, Rob.
Well, did I tell you I was thinking about legally changing my name?
Please do tell us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole name change thing.
Yeah.
A man hates his
job. Did I tell you that already? Did I tell you that? You could talk, Charles.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe
you're changing your name.
Yeah, I thought about changing my name.
Like Big legally. Bobby Diesel or...
No, just
Bobby Big
off
Nuts.
Rob. I don't like Rob. Especially with my last name.
We don't call you that.
What?
We don't call you that anymore. It's
Bobby. I know, some people do, though.
Bobby Diesel. That's
what
we've been calling you forever. We love calling you that.
I think I had a different name for you every day last week.
Yeah, just about.
What did I call you? Bobby? I think one day was Bobby Sidewinder. Bobby Flip Up Sticks.
No, I don't know about that one.
Bobby Slappy Pants.
Maybe that one. It was
you
Bobby
could literally just put anything behind Bobby. And
I know that.
It sounds great. It's just like a great nickname.
I was legitimately thinking about changing it to Bobby, or start introducing myself as Bobby.
Yeah, I tried that with Charlie. Nobody
Rob.
fucking calls me Charlie in my life ever.
Yeah,
I've been doing that for at least 10 years.
Introducing yourself as Charlie?
Yeah, except I guess at work.
Yeah, how did you introduce yourself to me?
I probably didn't. He was no.
Yeah,
You just showed up to work. We were working together one day, and you showed up and already knew my name, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
That's just
John
how the world works.
Over here, this guy, John, the fourth guy on our show.
John the Revelator?
I don't think so, but...
okay, carry on.
Yeah, he would have just said, this is my friend Charles.
Yeah.
Because he calls you Charles.
And he knows me through work.
Yeah, through Pepsi.
He was... No.
Oh, sorry, Coke.
Please fucking stop.
What's the big deal? Nobody listens to this fucking thing. Who gives a shit?
Oh, you know.
Hey, did I tell you?
You're crushing my dreams right now.
What dreams?
Everything.
You can't have dreams.
Why not?
No, this guy over here was a weekend supervisor, and so he would know me from the list of my name.
Oh, okay.
So say Charles. Also, my partner right now was in HR, so she would know me as my legal name, Charles, who is very good friends with this fella.
And her name is
here.
Miranda. Is that right? Okay.
His quote unquote partner
Miranda.
is very good friends with my wife.
And your wife is Natasha. Is that right?
Just stop with this fucking nonsense.
The fake name thing, I don't understand. I don't get it.
I'd definitely like to keep my partner's name off of here.
Your partner.
Yeah, we're not putting
Miranda.
partners' names on. You see, all I said was my wife. It could have stopped it there, but you had to fucking try and inject your stupid humor. Oh, Natasha. No, not Natasha. My wife, and that's what we're gonna say. My wife.
I'm
his
I'm
partner.
And so that's why he knows me as Charles, because she calls me Charles because we met in a professional setting.
Is that right?
I wasn't very professional in that. I went in to ask her how I could write hand jobs off on my benefits. It didn't work out.
And then cut it there.
She told me I had to get a registered massage therapist to do it.
Okay.
And then
you can get an RMT, give you a tuggy, can't you?
Well, I feel like if they go through that whole process, they're a bit more professional than that.
Well, that's what you think.
Well,
$20 is $20, Charles. Don't forget that.
I'd rather not ask my massage therapist.
You don't have to ask; just tuck it.
It's like it's a buzzword. You can't say that. It's like saying bomb at the airport. You can't say like hand job or whatever.
Well, you can't say hand job at a
massage
place.
No, dude, it's like saying a bomb at the airport.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Funny story about bomb at the airport. My wife, not Natasha.
Natasha?
My wife.
Go ahead.
She has a story that's quite funny where she was traveling when she was young.
Let's get her on here.
No, we will not. And no, seriously. So she had her backpack with her, and this is post 9/11, so shit's different, right? So she puts down her backpack and goes to the other side of the gate where she was at, maybe to get a drink or whatever, and maybe she went to the bathroom, and she went to the bathroom after. She said she comes out of the bathroom and her somebody had called the police on the bag because it was an unattended bag at the airport. So they were getting a fucking bomb squad ready, and they were getting ready to evacuate the gate because of this unattended bag. So my wife, just casually, nonchalantly walks up to the bag, and she's like, "Oh, that's mine," and picks it up and walks away and diffuses the situation.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. I just love how Richard just throws the microphone fucking right into your face like you're just
I love it.
At the ready to say something funny or something.
I have nothing to say. That's the problem.
That's the whole point of give and take there.
Okay. You're looking at me, but talking to him.
Nope,
okay.
Talking to you. I'm just.
I'm Chuck. I'm
why
Chuck
not?
now.
Chuck you Farley.
But he's Charles.
Sure thing. Why
it
not?
Can't be a nickname for a long name.
You realize this whole segment's getting fucking deleted.
That's fine.
Because
we're not editing it out.
See,
not fucking editing anything.
When you're laughing, laugh audibly if you could.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's a fucking, people aren't watching us on the screen.
God forbid they're watching us. We are three ugly motherfuckers.
Well, speak for yourself.
Well, no. Out of all of us, I would say Charles is probably the best looking than me.
That's a fucking sad state of affairs.
I agree with this assessment. Because you have the old man kind of look going, right? The grizzled old guy. Rob's just disgusting piece of work over there.
Thank you for laughing audibly at this, finally. God bless.
It's just like...
First of all, fuck you.
I don't think you've ever trimmed your mustache.
Not since
it is so weird looking around.
Yeah, I don't fucking keep up with that.
Oh, man.
Who gives a shit?
A greasy ball cap, a mullet.
It's fucking brand new.
Oh. So you don't fucking brush your teeth. And you don't fucking trim your beard.
That's right.
Do you shower?
Yes, I do.
How often?
Usually once a day, to be honest.
Surprisingly.
But sometimes.
Soap on all the important parts?
Do I wash my balls?
Soap on all the important parts.
Well, yeah.
You know, your genitals, your underarms.
Why are my genitals important?
Your ass crack.
My butthole.
And just
Soap
please take this as constructive criticism. What I'm about to say. Don't get upset and whatever.
Go ahead.
Wash your fucking feet.
What is wrong with my feet?
Okay. You were wearing fucking flip-flops when you came to my house today. Flip-flops or slides, whatever the fuck you want to call them.
You.
I went upstairs after you had arrived, and I went to the front door.
I don't think so.
And I couldn't fucking believe the smell. I said, "What?" I looked at my son. And I said, "What the fuck is that smell?" And then I saw these fucking ratty old fucking flip-flops sitting in my fucking porch. The only new thing in my porch from the last time I was there. So, by powers of deduction, it was your fucking flip-flops that were emanating this foul odor throughout my fucking house. So, I got my son. If you're looking for your flip-flops, they are outside.
That's fine.
They are outside.
You could actually just keep them. I'll just walk home barefoot. It's fine.
Okay? So...
Well, I won't walk. I'll drive.
If you do indeed shower daily, as you claim, that's great, by the way.
Thank you.
That's congratulations. You're on the right. You're on the right path.
Go ahead.
Focus on your feet. Okay, give them a little scrub right in between the toes. Get right in there.
That's not
and then
how it
fucking
works.
rinse them off.
That's not how that works. I have large feet. Don't you see?
I went on
Are you just reading a book while we're fucking.
Went on a road trip with my dad and my brother when we were kids,
Go ahead,
and we were gone for 6 weeks. We were camping.
Gross.
Most of the time, and we were showering every few days, so I wouldn't change any of my clothes there until we showered. And about maybe a week in, my dad was like, "You need to wash your fucking feet, and you need to change your socks and your underwear every fucking day."
Yeah.
And that just stuck with me because it was embarrassing to have someone tell you that your feet are disgusting. And it should make a positive change in your life when someone does that.
Won't.
That constructive criticism that you were given today.
So I could reach down and touch my feet and sniff them, and they would smell fine.
Oh my fucking God.
Okay, here's the thing.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Let's go back.
feet are
Let's
clean right now,
revisit
look.
that right now. You can reach down and touch your feet and
That's
then
right.
bring the smell up to your nose to see if you...
Yeah. Well, if you're rubbing your feet all over.
I don't think that's how stink works.
Well, I do, frankly.
What if you can't smell yourself?
You could put your
you
nose
usually
on
can't
my
smell yourself
feet right now.
You can put your nose on
Put your nose on my fucking feet.
No.
And give it a whiff,
No.
and it wouldn't smell bad at all.
I smelled like...
Yeah,
if
but
your
things like that
fucking
hold over.
flip-flops...
Slides.
Slides, whatever you want to call them. If your slide flip-flops
Slides.
smelt that bad... I cannot fucking
Did you
imagine.
specifically
Imagine.
put your nose near them to sniff them?
Imagine the stench coming from your shoes, your work boots, or any other closed foot apparatus.
I have rectified the situation with my work boots. Thank you very much. Have you noticed that, Charles?
Why would
I got a deodorizing
How would I notice
spray.
that I don't smell your boots every day?
Well, O'Donnell's big into it, so fuck, edit that part out. So sorry. I call you O'Donnell. What do you want from me? Anyways, I got it. What?
Donnie, you call me Donnie. You've called me Donnie since fucking...
Anyway, Zach
called
over
you
here is
Donnie.
really into fucking smelling Rob's
He
feet.
loves smelling my feet, boys.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. He's going to get to signed photograph of my feet.
What's the
later.
difference between a flip-flop and a fucking slide?
The flip-flop is the one that goes between your big toe and your second toe. Okay, it's like thong flip-flops.
Like a
'cause they
jandal.
flip and the flop. Excuse me. Sorry,
like
can you
like a
repeat that?
jandal.
A jandal.
That's
yeah,
what they call it in New Zealand.
Okay, well, we're not in New Zealand now, Charles.
I've
So.
never heard the word jandal before.
No, I haven't either. But anyway, slides
For
are
some
just the
reason, they
ones that
just
go
change
over
a
the
letter.
top of your foot all the way. You just slide your feet in.
I got a jandal there.
It's the worst accent I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
That is what they call it. They call it a jandal. Anyway, so a slide goes over your foot
Yeah.
like a...
You slide your foot into the fucking thing.
That's just sandal.
No. To me, okay, and this you can
There's
look
a
this
flip-flop, and then there's a
Flip-flop
sandal.
Is the one that is the thong.
Yeah, a
goes
thong and a
there.
flip-flop are the same.
Smells great.
And a sandal... and a sandal goes over your foot.
No, a sandal is the one that fucking like has all the straps and all that on. That's a sandal.
That's a Jesus sandal.
That's right.
Yeah?
That's called a sandal.
Oh,
but
yeah.
then slides are the fucking things like slippers. You stick your foot
Because
in
this
and
is
it
a
has
new
one-
term I've started hearing lately, and
Slides?
I never understood it.
It's been around forever, Charles.
Not in my life, man.
Well, you're obviously not up on fashion.
Well, we weren't rich enough to have slides.
Go ahead.
It's fashion.
You better believe it.
So
a
not only is he the
fashionista.
talent, he is a phenomenal drummer with excellent hygiene
A huge cock, don't forget
and
that.
a huge cock. And now he's a fashion. What? I don't even know. Like, I can't even keep up with your
I'm a
fabrications of life.
I'm a very well-rounded guy.
Well, that's the
If
one way to
you know
put
what I
it.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm
And
very
what would you
round.
describe the style you're wearing right now?
This is
Black on
this
black
is
on black?
Truckercore.
Truckercore.
Yeah, that's right.
Truckercore.
I swear to God, a guy named Dan back in the day.
Dan the trucker.
No, he wasn't a trucker. He was an emo kid. We played in a band together
okay.
briefly.
Yeah.
He literally referred to my style as Truckercore one time, and it's never left me.
I like it.
yeah, that's why
I like
refer to
the
myself
the
as.
term. I don't think it's in any way, shape, or form fashionable.
Oh well, depends who you ask.
You're just wearing black. Like,
Well, tonight I'm looking a little goth because I'm feeling a little down tonight. So
You look nothing like a goth. You
A
look more
gloth?
like a gloth. A fucking goth sloth.
oh, that's-
Gloth.
All right, well,
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what I'm saying
a
right now
sloth
because I just
dressed in
I
black.
who
I'm gonna start painting my fucking fingernails and toenails black, and then I'll be a
you
goth.
do you, partner.
Oh well,
Truckercore.
I just-
That's the name of this fucking episode. Truckercore.
I'll go ahead.
that makes me think of what was his name? Ashton Kutcher. Remember
Okay.
he used to wear those trucker hats, and
Yeah.
it was cool for a while.
Yeah, like the Von
that to me,
Dutch and
that'd be
fucking-
Truckercore, wouldn't it?
I guess,
I
but actual truckers don't wear those hats.
no, I know that's what I mean.
Yeah, that was just a.
Just
it was
a-
like the
just
what
a
was that
fad.
other one? The Ed Hardy, fucking thing.
Ed
That
Hardy,
fad?
he was the one with all the eagles and
Yeah, eagles and tigers and bears and shit.
lions
Oh, my.
and tigers and bears.
Whatever the fuck. And only douchebags wore that stuff.
I don't even know what's cool anymore.
I don't. I've never.
I
known
don't think
what
I ever
actually
did
was
know
cool.
it was cool. Yeah.
No, I fucking wear cheap, comfortable. That's my
Yeah.
two fucking things.
Really,
Not fashionable.
really. And what did you just tell me about my shorts the other day?
Oh, because they're covered in fucking paint.
They're cheap and
And you
comfortable.
wore them every fucking day of the week.
Yeah, 4 days a
So
week.
here, we'll talk about this now.
Yeah.
So what's worse, not brushing your teeth or wearing the same fucking trousers every day?
But I wear a layer underneath them. I don't
Underneath your
touch
shorts.
my genitals or my
Well,
asshole.
I understand you're not touching the genitals, but you're still using the shorts.
Yeah, for 8
And
hours a day.
They are
yeah,
becoming
9 hours a
soiled.
day.
Is that right?
Soiled how? I have coveralls over
With
them.
swat and swat.
Who's sweating? I don't sweat.
Well, when you're wearing cubbies, you
Fucking
do.
sweats.
Well, all right, Charles. Anyway, I don't think that's. I'm a firm believer in if it's not soiled, you don't need to wash it. But there's a difference.
I don't
between
wash
not
my
soiled.
boots every day either.
Your boots?
Yeah.
Neither does he.
They get the same amount of sweat as my shorts.
Oh, the feet would get far sweatier.
So why are you making fun of me for wearing my shorts every
I'm
day?
not making fun of you, Charles. I'm
I at
just
least
saying,
wash
I
them
think
once a
that's
week.
Also, that's not something that I would do.
But also, you were making fun of the fashion. You were saying that I should go and buy name brand shorts for work.
Yeah, no, that was all.
instead
that
of
was all
going
just a
to
joke.
fucking Value Village and getting $3 pair of
That's
shorts.
Veloux
You know-
Village. Veloux
Value
Village.
Village. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think actually you can even get cheap shorts there anymore.
No, they're
Thrifting has got way
Truly.
too expensive. I just go to a real store.
It's become gentrified. Remember? That's
It always has been. I used to get made fun of for shopping at Veloux Village in public.
I can't. This guy.
Have you never heard that?
Maybe in jest.
But I'm saying it seriously.
Yeah, you're saying like.
I couldn't possibly be jesting with a normal voice.
And picked up a nice pair of pants.
I've called it Veloux Village most of my life, and I also say Target.
But
Yeah,
as per
it's the same
our
thing.
conversations the other day
Go ahead.
about Georges, the
Yeah,
the Georges
high
line.
fashion brand.
Actually, their fall collection is out now.
Is that
And
right?
it's
But
it's fairly
middle of summer.
expensive actually. You guys were right. I was surprised.
Jorge.
But I almost bought a pair of cargo pants that zip off at the knee.
Oh,
They're back.
is that right?
Yeah.
Is that what's
I
in?
was excited.
Is that what Jorge is saying? Is in?
When I was a young buck, I used to love those fucking with the zipper. Like, man, though you didn't need anything else. You had your pants. They were usually cargo pants, which
Of course.
is suburban dad's dream. I have a pair on right now, cargo shorts, and I love them. And the zippers were.
They're great right up until you fucking fall down and land with your knee on the zipper. That's why I quit wearing them. I
am a 40-something-year-old suburban dad. I don't fall down. I don't do any. You ever watch Hank Hill?
Yeah.
That's me.
Propane.
Oh yeah, and then I stand outside with my neighbors. I don't do parkour.
Well, I don't do parkour, but I do activities. I'm very active.
When was the last time you fell down? Oh, never mind. No, that was from
Do you see that?
baseball.
Yeah. I fall down playing hockey. Sometimes I fall down playing ball.
Were you wearing your zip-off cargo pants at baseball?
No. But I'm saying, like, when I was younger, man, I actually did wear those kind of things.
I had a couple pairs, and I'm sure it was around the same time.
Yeah, you only fall on them once.
They were only like half cool for half a month, I'm sure.
Never cool.
I had mine for a few years.
I bet.
I still think of them.
I bet.
Fondly.
I bet.
I think they're great, especially where we live. Like, it's really cold at night. It's really hot during the day.
Sorry.
Please,
Go ahead.
Why don't you give our exact location?
We're in Johnny's basement over here.
Nice to see you, Johnny.
No, but like, for example, the other day it was 30 degrees, and then it got down below 10 overnight. Like, that's, I don't know the conversion on that, but I don't really care.
I think the number is 20. Go ahead.
No, I meant from Celsius to the other stupid.
Oh,
the stupid
because
one.
we want to give the conversion for all our American listeners.
Yeah, all of our American listeners.
If you're in America, and
there's like I think there's 3 countries in the world that use Fahrenheit.
3?
Yeah, it's like I think Burma and
Myanmar.
Yeah,
and the United States of America.
And the United States and I think Liberia.
However, for people that like to keep track of temperatures, the Fahrenheit scale is way more accurate, by the way, than the Celsius scale.
How do you figure?
That's why decimals were invented.
What does that mean?
I've heard that excuse before, but it's like my thermostat. I think I can go to 3 decimal points. So
shit's wild. It's technology we have these days.
It's crazy.
I prefer to use the Kelvin scale.
Okay.
I mean, that one to me makes the most sense.
I gotta piss. Hold on. Carry on.
Bring the microphone with you.
No, do not.
I have a long enough.
What? Take a shit while you're in there, please.
Am I live?
Old big cock over there is going to
be... Unfortunately, I can't hear what
you need a hand with your giant cock?
You ready?
That was his cock that you heard slam. He had to pick it up first.
My God.
You hear that flow?
Well, we are. This is not being taken out.
Oh boy.
You know, for a guy that doesn't brush his teeth, I got fantastic teeth. I got lush head of hair, and I got a big cock.
I just heard big cock.
And I'm so very humble.
I'm very humble, thank you. Oh boy.
I have such a hard time taking compliments. Says the guy who compliments himself the most I've ever heard in my fucking life. The guy who considers himself the fucking talent. What am I going to do for setup? I don't fucking need any. I'm the talent. You tell me what to do and I will deliver. I'm the talent.
What are these guys out here mocking me in that? Where are you going, Charles? Why don't we just pause it then?
No, we're not fucking pausing anything, all right?
Could you hear all my pissing?
Huh?
Was it coming up on the screen there?
I wasn't looking.
Well, you should have been.
Why?
It's top quality entertainment.
Top quality entertainment by the entertainer.
Ooh.
Cedric over here.
I don't compare myself to Cedric.
What do you consider yourself as?
I'd be closer to Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
If anything.
Rest in peace, by the way, Bernie Mac.
God bless him. One of the goats.
You figure?
I do figure.
For real?
Yeah.
Bernie Mac was a funny guy. I'll give you that. I don't know if he was one of the goats.
One of. Name somebody funnier. I'll wait.
Right off the top of my head, Bill Burr.
Different style.
Mitch Hedberg.
Different style.
Oh my god. Okay, who's comparable to Bernie Mac style-wise, in your opinion?
Well, Cedric.
And
I think Bernie Mac's funnier than Cedric.
Agreed.
D.L. Hughley.
Some of D.L. Hughley's earlier stuff
Richard
is
Pryor.
quite funny.
Yeah, he kind of fell off.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor.
Well, Richard Pryor is the GOAT.
I don't think so.
George Carlin?
Political, different style.
Not a fan. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not a fan, but yeah, you're right. Political.
There's genres of comedy.
Well, yeah, there's genres of everything.
Yeah. So you can't compare apples and oranges. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Cedric and Bernie and, the whole Kings of Comedy, even Steve Harvey, too, before he became, what he is now, were some of the funniest guys in the universe.
Who was part of the Kings of Comedy?
I just listed 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, anyways, they're Kings of Comedy.
So was it...
the GOAT of that particular style would be Bernie.
In your opinion?
Yeah, in my opinion.
Right.
This is all my
Because
opinion.
everybody that I just listed, different style. Different style.
You're listing, you can't compare George Carlin to fucking Bernie Mac.
But you said the GOAT. That means the greatest of all time.
Yeah, in that style.
Oh
That's implied. Anyways.
We've watered down the terminology GOAT so much that it means it's meaningless now.
The greatest of all, yeah, of course.
The greatest of all time is the greatest. Period. Not in...
No, you have to get specific with it.
Oh my god. Yeah, comedy. In
comedy, yeah, you can't be specific.
You're starting to sound like a baseball announcer who's like, he's the best left-handed pitcher to pitch on Tuesdays and facing the West.
That's what I'm saying is
when it's raining lightly.
Okay, what's the greatest, who's the greatest fucking athlete of all time?
Greatest athlete of all time?
Yep.
Professional?
Obviously. Opposed to what? Amateur?
Well,
Bruce Jenner.
It's too soon for that, Charles.
Michael Phelps, probably up there.
See, a million people would disagree with you.
Well, he's the most accomplished Olympian. So
that's what I'm saying is you have to break it up.
You would probably be the world record holder in the decathlon.
Well, yeah,
I would say, right?
A lot of people would say Muhammad Ali,
but he's one sport.
Exactly.
Decathlon is 10 events.
I know. That's my point. Is you have to break it up into categories.
What was his name? Barry Sanders?
Multi-sport.
Bo Jackson.
Michael Jordan played 2 sports.
So I would agree that you would break it down to, okay, who's the GOAT in hockey?
Yeah,
who's the GOAT in baseball? Who's the GOAT in football?
Why wouldn't you do that in comedy?
Because it's comedy.
Yeah, there's lots of different styles of comedy. The same way.
But we're not talking about different styles. We're talking about different sports.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You have to break it down into categories because you can't just have one overall GOAT.
Well, that's what it means. The greatest of all time.
Yeah, but you can't have the greatest apple of all time versus the greatest orange of all time.
Well,
if you're putting one above all of them, you can't do it.
You're trying to say that there's that many different styles of comedy that you would have a GOAT for each one.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Well,
a comedian's a comedian, and you're not one.
Ooh.
All
right. Greatest all-time baseball.
Well, probably Babe Ruth. Go ahead.
To sound like Bobby over there, well, you'd have to break it down by position.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no,
because you have hitters and fielders and pitchers.
And
then you have a catcher.
Babe Ruth was both.
Okay.
Could be Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, I was just going to say, so then it's Shohei Ohtani because his numbers are better than Babe Ruth's ever were.
He could
in both pitching and
so far. He could break.
No, they're already better.
Well, no, but anyway.
Yes, they are.
He hasn't broken any records.
Did Babe Ruth break any records?
Well, yeah, he holds a lot of records.
What records does he hold?
Most home runs, I think, or he did for a while.
The longest.
I don't know what the longest
I don't have my Babe Ruth
home run
of all time. Actually, the farthest.
Yeah,
560 or 570 feet.
Yeah, it don't matter. Anyways, my point is like you can't.
Records.
There's always going to be like the one that I see a lot lately.
Would it be Aaron Judge, right?
Well, maybe
best hitter. I don't know.
It depends on what you think is a good hitter. Most home runs, highest on base percentage. Ooh. That's what I'm saying. You got to break it down in all sorts of categories. You don't have to get that deep with it, but like, because you can also, like, for hockey, Wayne Gretzky is obviously probably the greatest of all time in hockey.
But I think the new guys are. I don't think they're as good as Gretzky.
McDavid would fucking smoke Gretzky any day of the week.
Yeah, but Gretzky would smoke Gretzky. If Gretzky came out today, Gretzky would smoke Gretzky.
No, Gretzky wouldn't be anywhere nearly as effective.
Of course he would.
In today's NHL, not a chance.
Of course he would.
No,
because you're taking Gretzky from 1980 and putting him in today's game. If Gretzky was born in, let's say, 2000 and was drafted, he would be better than Gretzky was in 1980.
I completely disagree.
But he wasn't. He was born in 1980.
Yeah, but I completely disagree.
So he's not the greatest of all time if the new guys are better.
He's only
the new guys are greater, they're the greatest of all time. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then that's what I'm saying is
I think Gretzky was better than those guys.
Than Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think Gretzky's as smart, or McDavid's as smart as Gretzky was.
I completely disagree. Gretzky was.
I mean, I haven't watched hockey since McDavid started playing, but
well, I know. So you've never seen McDavid play the stuff that he does. But anyways, watch a Wayne Gretzky highlight reel and then watch a Connor McDavid highlight reel. Well, that's all I got to say.
The game's different. You're completely missing what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Go ahead.
I'm saying, why are you doing that?
Because I feel like I'm interviewing.
No. What I'm saying is that if Gretzky came into the league today, he would have all the advantages and all of the advancements that every other player coming into the league today had. He has the talent and the raw talent. So he would be just as good as Gretzky from the 80, but take that and then put everything that the game has advanced and all the new technologies and give it to Gretzky as a 20-year-old. He would be better than Gretzky of the 80s.
But what you're saying is a theoretical GOAT then.
Yeah, he's saying
right. He wasn't actually the GOAT. He's just a theoretical GOAT.
I'm just talking about raw, pure talent.
Yeah, it's Wayne Gretzky.
I disagree.
How?
The stuff that Connor can do with the puck.
Gretzky would be able to do that.
Have you ever watched Gretzky play hockey?
I watched him all the time when I was young.
He wasn't that good of a stick handler by today's
comparison. Were you even born when he fucking retired?
Well, yeah, he retired in like 2003.
Yeah, you're missing my fucking point here.
Go ahead. What's your point?
But I think you're missing the point of greatest of all time. It's not what they could have been, it's what they were.
Yeah.
And Gretzky was the greatest of all time and still is the greatest of all time.
Statistically speaking.
Play-wise.
No. Disagree.
Okay.
Just statistically speaking, he was the greatest of all time.
Whatever. So I'm assuming that the three guys in the running are McDavid, Crosby, and Gretzky, and Crosby's not as good as McDavid.
Crosby's not even in the running for greatest of all time. Very good player, but even Ovechkin's
I got to go with Gretzky.
Would you have Gretzky on your Mount Rushmore?
Yeah, for sure.
Crosby on your Mount Rushmore?
How many heads are on them?
4. 4. I believe.
Of all time?
Yeah.
No.
You wouldn't have Sidney Crosby?
No.
You're fucked.
How do you figure? Ovechkin has more points overall than him.
Do you know the guy, he did that BAT statistic algorithm? The Moneyball thing was about this guy made that stats.
Yeah, Billy.
So they started doing that for hockey when my partner was working for an NHL team.
Go ahead, yeah.
For an NHL team.
The
Atlanta Falcons. But one of the questions brought up when this guy was talking about the program was who the best player was, and it was Sidney Crosby. And that was right before McDavid came into the league.
Yeah. So
you would have to say that McDavid is better than Crosby, but who else?
McKinnon.
Oh, you're fucked, man. You're fucked. I love Nathan McKinnon. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love him. I think he's a fantastic hockey player.
I think Ovechkin's
but he's not even on the same level as Sidney Crosby.
I completely disagree.
I know you do. That's why you're wrong.
Well,
are
we talking about
you know what?
Or raw talent?
Me, I don't even to be fair, I don't even know if I would put Sidney Crosby on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
because you're talking hockey all time. Gretzky's there for sure, 100%. I would put McDavid there, dude. The guys you were just fawning over him like 2 minutes ago, and now I'm saying he's great, and you're like, oh, I don't know.
But Mount Rushmore, there's only 4.
Yeah, Bobby Orr is there for sure, 100%.
Yeah, you'd probably have to put Bobby there. Gordie Howe,
and probably Gordie Howe.
Yeah,
and then. You throw in Mario Lemieux in the mix. I don't know if you guys ever saw him play, but he was next level. Lemieux, he was probably almost as good as Gretzky.
Lemieux and Messier.
Messier, I wouldn't put. He wouldn't be in the 10. Running, but he'd be top 10.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It'd be a tough choice for fucking Rushmore. We could add a couple heads. That'd be a little easier.
That defeats the whole purpose of having a fucking Mount Rushmore.
We're just talking top 4 of all time. Yeah, I mean McDavid would be.
It's McDavid, Crosby, Gretzky, and Gordie.
So you don't think Bobby Orr should be there?
No.
Charles hasn't watched the hockey game for 20 years. Go ahead.
All right.
Only one of those guys played in the last 20 years.
Yeah. Well.
All right.
We'll have to agree to disagree.
On what? Just about everything we fucking talked about tonight?
Gretzky
on the definition
McDavid.
of GOAT.
Yeah. Well, that too.
You know what? We're going to fucking wrap this up.
Holy fuck.
You want to say something? You want to say bye?
History. Okay, that's it for me.
That's all you're going to say?
Yep.
Wow, you're just a fucking gem of a person.
Well, thank you.
Are you coming back next week?
I don't know. We got to fix our fucking setup, I'll tell you right now.
Okay, look. Nobody in fucking listening land wants to hear about our fucking qualms of audio difficulties.
Qualms is racist.
Qualms is racist? Okay. All right, I won't say it again.
That's what we call it. Call back. Go ahead.
Phil, do you want to say anything?
Sure do,
Fill me
up. Nope.
Jesus, fuck, Charles. Just give it
It was wonderful to actually be in the same room with you guys.
I told you the vibe's way different. It's way better.
Hopefully next time Bobby Big Dick can get a bit closer. We could, switch the mic around a bit with all 3 of us if we want.
No, I don't want to do that.
But
I like having my own
don't
mic.
hide over there.
Oh. Yeah,
so much for dental hygiene. All right. On that note, thanks for coming out. Thanks
I got shit in my teeth.
You sure do. Thanks for coming, boys. And at the end of the day, if you haven't already, go fuck yourself.
Okay. Bye-bye.